What's leadership to you? If you ask 10 persons, you probably get 12 answers. Everybody has their idea about what leadership is. Some definitions are pretty simple, some are more complex. Some can't even put it in words. I'm Jason, I'm the leadership guy, and I'm here to help you become a better leader. John Maxwell defines leadership as influence. Nothing more, nothing less. Leadership is influence. Nothing more, nothing less. When we think about leadership, we can think about a number of different things. One of the things that we think about sometimes is people who lead by example, who do these great things, and people are just in awe of them. Certainly, we lead by example. We don't all have to do great things for people to be in awe to lead people, but certainly, leading by example is one of those really critical things that we do. I learned a long time ago as a leader never to ask someone to do something I wasn't prepared to do myself. Whatever that was, whether it is moving this, cleaning that, getting that done, whatever it might have been. If I was not prepared to do it myself, then I shouldn't be asking anybody to do it. Some things are easier to get done with that than others, granted, but leadership is influence. Nothing more, nothing less. I think about the 2008 US men's basketball Olympic team. That team was called the Redeem Team, and that's a strange name for a team to have. And it was called the Redeem Team because of the history that they had in US men's Olympic basketball. And when we pick it up from 1992, that team was called the Dream Team. And that was literally a dream team. That team had the very best of the best of the best US basketball players playing in the NBA at the time. That was a bomb team. Nobody was going to beat them. They won that tournament, and so really with no difficulty. The U.S. men's basketball team went on to win the Olympic gold medal again in '96, and again they repeated in 2000. But when it came to 2004, in spite of the number of star players, excellent basketball players that they had on that team, they were not able to put together a good performance, and they lost. They won the gold, they won, sorry, the bronze medal, but they lost the gold. And when the team that was preparing to play the tournament in 2008 put their roster together, they pretty much were on a mission. They were on a mission to redeem their name. They had been called the Dream Team a long time ago, but now they were a long way from that. And that team was called the Redeem Team. That team was the one that they were looking toward to get back the gold medal, to get back at the top of the heap, to get back at the top of Olympic basketball. And it took a long time. It was a long road in them getting there. And so playing Olympic basketball is not like just picking up 5 guys and playing against a team. You can't do that. Right? These are the very best players in the world. And by the time 2008 came around, the international players who are playing in the NBA, yeah, they are just as good as everyone else. So you be sure that the teams that they are playing for, those were excellent teams. So the gap between where the Americans were in the NBA and where the international teams were, that gap had shrunk considerably. So they had their work cut out for them. And so it took a couple of years for that team to be molded, to get the right chemistry, to get their act together so they can go to the Olympics. 1 year before going to the Olympics, they were in a training camp in the US. And that team was put together, all of the stars, literally all of the stars in the NBA at the time, they were there. And the legend himself, the late great Kobe Bryant, was on that team along with several of the other stars of that era. And that team was working hard. They were meshing well. The chemistry was going well. And on a particular occasion, they decided, look, we've been working hard for quite a while. We're going to have a night out. And so the guys put on their flashy outfits and their nice suits and so on, and they went out for a night on the town, and they went to the club and they were partying, and they had their fill, they had a ball. When they were coming back into the hotel about 5:30, 5:30 the following morning, they met Kobe in the lobby. Except Kobe wasn't wearing flashy outfits and nice suits like these guys. Kobe was wearing his workout outfit. And on his hands were his weightlifting gloves. And in his hand also he was carrying his gym bag. So these guys just come from the club, come from the parties. They're looking to get back to their rooms, to get some rest because they have practice later. And they meet Kobe looking like this. And they ask Kobe, where are you going? 5:30 in the morning. And Kobe said, I'm going to the gym. And he just left them right there. And these guys stood there just gazing at each other, confused. And then they walked forward and they got to the elevator. And in listening to the report of one of the guys, they asked each other, did he just say that he was going to the gym? They had to be sure because what are you talking about going to the gym? It's 5:30 in the morning. And yes, they confirmed he was going to the gym. So they went upstairs and they got rest. Kobe didn't buff them. Kobe didn't encourage them. Kobe didn't challenge. Kobe did nothing. He simply went about his regular routine, going to the gym. Now, Kobe's work ethic was legendary. Lots of other basketball players had heard about it. But outside of his team, the LA Lakers, they hadn't seen it. And now that they were in a training camp with Kobe, they saw it for the first time. One of the teammates said, before the week was over, the entire US men's Olympic basketball team was in the gym at 5 a.m. They said, we are on Kobe time. Remember, Kobe didn't ask anyone to join him. Kobe didn't challenge anyone to join him. Kobe didn't tell them that they're lazy, that they need to do no such thing. Kobe simply went about his regular routine. They were challenged and inspired by that. Kobe was a leader. Kobe led his team. He led by example. As a leader, you are going to have to lead by example. There's an expression that you may be familiar with. Do as I say, but don't do as I do. That's crazy. You can't tell people to do something and you don't abide by that. You gotta be kidding me. Your example sets the tone for everyone else. If you as the leader are working hard and your team members are seeing you working hard, guess what? They're gonna put in the work also. Now I know I've heard the expression hard work is not contagious. I know I've heard that. I've lived that and I've seen that. But yes, the work that you put in as a leader, when you set the tone, when you set that example, they are going to follow likewise. If you insist that the work that you produce is at a high level of excellence, they are going to follow that example also. Leaders lead by example. It's unreasonable to expect that you are going to be producing substandard work, coming and going when you want, moving slowly, laissez-faire. It's unreasonable to expect you as a leader to be doing that and for your team to be producing at a high level. That doesn't work. Leaders lead by example. This is what is expected of you, and you live it out. Just as Kobe went about his regular routine, this was his work ethic. He goes to the gym early in the morning. So the entire team, 5 a.m., they all went to the gym. They were all working out. Then they went and had breakfast, rested, and later in the morning, they all went to practice. When the Redeem team got to the Olympic Games in 2008, They rolled over everyone. They beat every team that they faced. Every one that came against them, they beat them. And when they got to the finals and they were facing the next best team from Spain, when they faced them, they laid it out on them. That team was clicking. That team had mished their chemistry. That team was really flowing. They beat that team by almost 40 points. And in basketball, 40 points is a whole lot. They were able to do that because the team got together. Kobe was a leader of that team, and he led by example. And his example of excellence caused all of them to rise to a high level of excellence. And they went out and they delivered. They performed. They redeemed their name. They did it. And that's why they're called the redeemed team. What about you? You leading a team. They are looking to you for an example. They are looking to you to set the tone. They are looking to you to determine this is the level at which we are going to be operating. As a leader, you need to decide in your heart, I am going to produce a high level of work. That's what I'm going to do. I am going to hold them also to a high level of excellence. And we are going to deliver, and we are going to be the best we possibly can be. Whatever industry you may be operating in, you lead your team to the best of your ability. You set the standard high and lead from the front. Lead by example. Go and do it in excellence. For more help on becoming a better leader, check out this video. See you next time.